Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Vina A. Not everything about COVID-19 is bad. At least the pandemic has taught us many things. One of the things that COVID-19 has taught us is about what kind of homes we cannot buy. In the past, the priorities of us choosing a home is all about location, the developer, the quality of the project, or the housing trends. But now, the outbreak of coronavirus clearly shows us what kind of homes we cannot buy because of the inconveniences and dangers they present to us. Before we go into the details, please like my video, share it, and click the subscribe button. The first kind of homes that we cannot buy is shoebox units. Shoebox units is any private apartment that's under 500 square feet. Safe distancing is 1 to 1.5 meters apart. 1 square meter is around 10.76 square feet. If you and your spouse are staying in a 300 or 400 square feet shoebox unit, how to practice safe distancing? It is really an art to learn how not to step into each other's toes in a tiny space. If one of you is working in industries providing essential services, do you have to wear masks even at home? Now both of you are working from home. So how to schedule work calls? So if one of you need to have a conference call, then the other person is forced to stay in the bedroom, the kitchen, the toilet, or the balcony the whole time. Even if you are staying alone in a shoebox unit, you can't help the feeling that you are being locked up in a prison cell. So every day except going out to buy food or to go to the supermarket, you are confined to a tiny space. Every day it is very difficult to cope up a few hundred steps in a day, because to move from one corner to the furthest corner of the flat only takes a few seconds. Most people who bought a shoebox unit has never stayed in a shoebox unit before. The agents may tell them that we don't need so much space these days because of the smaller households in Singapore. And never mind, you don't have a utility area because you can go down to the laundry shop downstairs to do your laundry. And the kitchen is only a small top with one stove and a tiny sink. And there's not enough space to fit in a dining table. So you have 2 high chairs next to the small tabletop. Or you can proceed to the sofa for a quick dinner. That one may not be able to fit in a decent sized bed, or you are forced to sleep on a raised platform. But you're telling me that this is a luxury condo, but everything cannot do. I cannot do my laundry, I cannot cook, I cannot eat my dinner, I cannot sleep there. So why am I paying so much money to buy a shoebox unit? If I use money to buy a 4-room HDB resale flat, at least I can cook a decent dinner. I can eat my meal in a proper dining table, and I can wash my laundry and dry them, and I can sleep in a king size or queen size bed. If my HDB flat is so much more spacious and affordable, why do I need to spend so much money to buy an expensive shoebox unit? The second type of homes that you cannot buy is overseas home. It may be a nice idea to buy a second home outside Singapore as a vacation home for weekend stay. And unlike Singapore, you don't have to pay ABST for your second, third, and subsequent private homes. Some of the foreign homes provide vacation feel, sun, and beaches. Some of them are attractive because of their affordability. And it's just a few hours flight away or just 1 hour's drive away. But that's before COVID-19. Now everybody is granted. You are taking your own risks and paying your own medical bills for non-essential travel. Even if you manage to get on the flight, it may not be safe on the flight. And you may not be allowed into the foreign country because of lockdown. Even if you manage to get there, you are requested to have 14-day self-quarantine. And coming back is another 14-day self-quarantine. That's a total of 28 days. It's not just a few hours being stuck at customs. Even if you cannot go to your vacation home now and you don't know when you'll be able to go there, you are still requested to pay your monthly maintenance fee and property taxes to the government. That's why vacation homes is always the first type of homes to dump in bad times. The third type of home is not for buying, it's for renting. It is co-living home. In a co-living home, you're renting a bedroom that may come with a bathroom, and you're sharing the communal areas like the kitchen, living, dining, and entertainment areas with all the other residents. Under circuit breaker, we are not allowed to interact with other people outside the household. So if you're staying in a co-living home, is it safe to venture out of your bedroom? Because you're sharing the communal areas with all the other residents. What happens if one of the residents is a suspected, confirmed, or high-risk case? So do all of you have to go on 14-day self-quarantine? And in a co-living home, it is open for short-term stays of foreigners. Is it safe to stay there during a pandemic? Since last year, investors are pumping millions into developing co-living market in Singapore. Examples are Escorts, Live at SMU, and Live Fulang, and One Love site as well. Articles in the media telling us there is a huge market potential for co-living from millennials and single expats. A JLL survey said 4 in 5 are willing to pay a premium of up to 10% more to stay in a co-living facility. Co-living is popular in cities like Tokyo, where many youngsters are going to work in Tokyo and don't mind living in a co-living environment. But in Singapore, have you heard of anyone who is staying in a co-living space, or they're planning to stay in one? What is killing co-living in Singapore is the HDB public housing. Because here we have 80% of population staying in HDB, and the home ownership rate is 19.4%. For young couples, they can always buy a subsidized BTO flat. So who is left to stay in co-living? In Singapore, we don't have a rent culture over here. What about the foreigners? For foreigners, we have a full range of rental options from HDB rooms, whole flats, all sorts of condo and houses. Even in the private rental market, competition is keen because it is a tenant's market now. Covid-19 will definitely not be the first or the last pandemic. As long as we still have unhygienic habits, wild animal meals, corrupt government, and dishonest reporting, we will continue to have more pandemic in the future. At least COVID-19 has taught us what kind of homes we shouldn't be buying or renting. I hope you learn the same lessons. Please like and share my video and click on the subscribe button. And I'll see you again in my next video.